ভাই আপনারা যদি গন্ডগোল করেন আমাদের সম্মান এখানে আমরা সবাই
এবং এখানে আমাদের মুসলিম থেকে শুরু করে আমাদের আমরা এটা আমাদের দ্বিতীয় বিজয়। স্বাধীনতা পেয়েছি রক্তক্ষরণের মাধ্যমে, আমরা দেশকে জয় করতে পেরেছি, এটা আমাদের একটি বিজয়। আমরা সকলে একসাথে কাজ করবো, সকলের অংশগ্রহণে আমরা এই দেশে মেইন স্ট্রিমে কাজ করে আমাদের আরো দিনের পর দিন আমরা বিজয় অর্জন করবো।
প্লিজ সবাই একটু পেছনে যান প্লিজ, তাহলে আমাদের দয়া করে সবাই একটু
কে কারে বলে সবারে বসতে বলতেছে সো আনরুলি।
দয়া করে সবাই একটু পেছনে যান প্লিজ, দয়া করে সবাই একটু পেছনে যান।
কে কার কথা শুনে?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming today. আমরা সবাই খুশি আপনারা সবাই আসার জন্য। এখন অনুষ্ঠান শুরু করব। In a couple of minutes আমরা
লাইভ
শুরু
করতেছি।
করব।
না না এটা
ওই দিকে একটা আছে।
আপনি তো আমার আগে চলে সাময়িক কিছু লোক ভিতরে বন্ধ বন্ধ একদম বন্ধ। আটটু পিছায় দাও, আটটু পিছায় দাও।
কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে শুরু হবে।
জি জি, কিছুক্ষণ মধ্যে শুরু হবে। আটটু পিছায় দাও।
আর কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে অনুষ্ঠান শুরু হবে। মিয়াকে জ্যাকসন হাইটসে বাংলাদেশ স্ট্রিটের কাজ।
আপনারা প্রথম লাইনে দাঁড়ান, সাংবাদিকরা দাঁড়ান, সাংবাদিকরা প্রথম লাইনে দাঁড়ান। এখন দক করে কেউ আসবে না।
এক মিনিট আমারও কি আটক করেছে? না না না, এটা একটু নিয়ে দেন, ওকে
Okay. সবাই থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ সবাই আসার জন্য।
এই রোলিংটা এইভাবে দিলে হইলে আমরা এক সাইডে চলে সাইডে সাইডে সবাই বসে সবাই বসে সবাই বসে জার্নালিস্ট আমরা সাইডে যান, ব্যারিকেড লাগবে এই জায়গা সাংবাদিকরা আপনারা একটু সাইডে যান, সামনে সাইডে যান। আমরা এই পাশে এবার আপনাদের একটু শব্দ হবে এখান থেকে প্লিজ। আমি একটু জায়গা দেই আপনি একটু পিছনে এই পাশে আমাকে একটু দেন, আমি ধাক্কা দিয়ে করতে পারবো। এদিকে আসেন, এদিকে আপনারা এদিকে এদিকে দিয়ে দেন, আপনারা একটু এদিকে ধাক্কা দিয়ে কিভাবে দেখতে এদিকে ব্যারিকেড না ধাক্কা দেখাবে না। আর সাংবাদিক কারা আছে এদিকে এসে পড়েন, সাংবাদিক যারা আছে এখানে এসে পড়েন ভাই, অলরেডি জার্নালিস্ট এখানে এসে পড়েন। হ্যালো জার্নালিস্ট এখানে এসে পড়েন,
যান যান।
ভাই একটা বাড়ি খেয়াল বিসমিল্লাহ করে তোর মনে থাকবে বাবা, সাবধান কিন্তু ভাই বাড়ি খেয়াল না। হ্যালো সাবধান, হ্যালো ওয়াচ ইউর স্টেপ সবাই। ইয়া জার্নালিস্ট ইয়া ইয়া প্রেস ইয়া প্রেস ভিতরে ঢুকে যান, press and journalists on this side please. তো ভাই এই এদিকে পিছনে আপনারা আরাম করে
Okay, so Councilman Shekhar Krishnan. Okay, my name is Kevin. Let's connect now.
এটা একটু মা পিছনে দিবা অল্প একটু পিছনে দাও খুব সুন্দর হবে না না পরে তোমার কাছে দিতে হবে আর ফটো তোলার জন্য আপনারা এই ডাক্তার ভিতরে দেখেন ভাই তাহলে লোক আছে তো ডাক্তার ভিতরে দেখেন আরে আরে আপনার কোন ভাবে ভাই ডাক্তার
ভাই
কি অবস্থা ফোন দিলে ফোন ধরে তো আমি ব্যাক করি তখন একদিন দিছে না একবার দিছে আমি কোথাও আমি তো কাজ করি ফোন একসাথে ডিউটি করে আসি বুঝতে পারবো না অর্থ বুঝলে সব চারটা উঠি আসি দুইটা প্রোগ্রাম করি
যাক ভালো আছেন আপনি
আর যখন আপনি জানেন আমি ঘুমাই
আপনার দরকার ছিল
না একদম
আমার চল ভাই
আমি লাইভে আছি
ঠিক আছে
এটা দিয়ে রাখলাম এটা কেমন দিছে এটা ওকে অনুষ্ঠান কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে শুরু হবে আশা করি
ভাই আপনারা ঢাকার ভিতরে থাকেন আমাদের জেপি গ্রুপের দিকে থাকেন আর দিকে থাকেন গ্যাস সাংবাদিকের গ্রুপ গ্যাস দিকে থাকেন ওকে প্লিজ ক্লিয়ার behind this line please behind this line yeah behind bhaiya behind this line
Good afternoon. Is Bangladesh in the house? Yeah. If you are from Bangladesh, could you make noise? Yeah. Is Bangladesh in the house? Yeah. Oh, we can do better than that. Is Bangladesh in the house? Yeah. Okay. So before we start our program, let's take a moment. Silence for those sisters and brothers who sacrificed their life, gave their life for our freedom, our flag, and our country. Please rise. A moment of silence, please. Start now. Thank you. All right, we are here for Bangladesh Street. So, could you please, the cameraman. So, let's do this. Let's have a good program. Let's shine our country, not us, our country, okay? So what I'm gonna ask you is, could you please, everybody behind there, go in the back? Yeah. Except if you are a journalist, you come in on this side. Can you go a little bit, because we have an elected official sitting in the front. A little bit more? Okay. So, if you listen, it will be good, if not. All right. Okay, so Bangladesh is a small country in Southeast Asia. We have a lot of people, big heart. We have world's largest sea beach. We have one of the beautiful forests, Sundarban. We have the best food in the world. We have the best people in the world. We produce the best tea. If you ever eat Bangladeshi tea drink, you'll see how good it is. We have the best garments in the world. No one even close to what we produce garments. And keep growing and growing and growing. So we are one of the most fastest growing economy in Asia. Same thing here in New York City. If you are in the city, if you go day in and day out, get out, you will see a Bangladeshis. If you go to a coffee shop, you will see Bangladeshis. If you get a cab to go to a job, you see Bangladeshis. If you see a traffic police officers, most likely it's Bangladesh. So we are fire department, police department, government officials. We are community board members. We are scientists, engineers, doctor, nurse, all over. We are the fastest growing community in this country. And guy grew up here right in the corner as a young man, and today he's going to see Bangladesh street. Is very overwhelming and very, very, very gratitude. So those people who did it behind the scene, thank you. Front of the scene, thank you. All over. If you have anything to do, thank you. But I want to say something in Bangla. Shekhar bhai, আপনাকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ। আপনি কথা দিয়ে কথা রেখেছেন। আপনি আপনার অফিসে একটা ফুল টাইম এমপ্লয়ি নিয়োগ করেছেন, সামিনা কমিউনিটি লিয়াজন। এটা হলো জ্বলন্ত প্রমাণ। হ্যাঁ, অনেক জায়গায় দেখবেন একদিন দুদিন হায়ার করে কি হ্যাঁ, she is a community liaison for Shekharkistan in his office.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Bangladesh. Still in Bangladesh. Sylhet.
All right, I just want to make sure. So then, before the election, whatever you say, you did, and you continue to do so, and you are from us. Thank you, bhai. All I gotta say one thing in Bangla. Dhanyabad. Brothers and sisters, our power continue. We will rise. We will do whatever it takes for our country. And to do so, we need a lot of allies, a lot of elected officials here. Be patient. We'll have a good program. So it's my pleasure and honor to introduce to you our beloved councilman, my brother, our brother, Shekhar bhai.
Everybody here, please take one step back. One step back.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I'm going to ask again, just because we have a number of special guests coming too, just to move, everyone can move back a little bit, make space for all our electeds who are here. Please move back a little bit too, so we can make some space. But, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon, and Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you. And of course, to Bangladesh, happy 52nd year of independence.
Yes.
Now I'm going to ask all of the press here too. You're blocking everyone who's sitting here. Please take a few steps back. We can all, please take a few steps back. We can't start the program until we're all just a little bit. Everybody here. It's going to be a very special event, but we all need to make space so everyone can participate. Just take 3 more steps back.
It's okay.
We have a red designated press seat. Just move back. Let's move back a little bit more. Take 3 more steps back. 3 more steps back. This is a press area only, so you have all the room. No one's going to be except for you all two. On this side, can we all take 3 steps back? 3 steps back. 3 steps back. That's it. We won't start. We're all moving back. 3 steps. Let's go. Go. 1, 2.
টানাটানি করতেছে অসভ্যের মতো
Okay. All right.
সভ্যতা শিখাই কিন্তু
My name is Shekhar Krishnan.
আমি একদম
I'm the
লেসন দিয়ে
council
সহ শিখাই
member
দিই
for our district of Jackson Heights and Elmhurst, Queens.
আপনি
And on
জানেন না
behalf of
আমারে
all
আমি
of us,
একদম লেসন
I
সহ
am
শিখাই
so
দিই রাস্তায়
thankful
ধরিয়া
to
রাস্তায়
each
ফালাইয়া
and every one of you in our Bangladeshi community.
বেয়াদব কোথাকার
I stand on your shoulders. Now, before getting to our program for today, I first want to say, let's take a few minutes of silence. This is such an auspicious, reflective time. It is also Independence Day. There are freedom fighters like Zafar Bhai and others in our crowd too, who have sacrificed so much for this day, for our community here to be possible. So I just want to take a 20-second moment of silence before we start the program. Thank you all so much. Dhanyavad. Now, I am here as the council member of our district, proud to be one of the first from our community ever elected to the New York City Council. And I did so because of all of us here, standing on the shoulders of each and every one of you who have made it possible for us to finally have representation in our community, in our city. To be here today on Bangladesh's Independence Day. That's right. And as the child of immigrants from India, as the first Indian American ever elected to city government in its history, I know how meaningful and special today is. The fight for independence in Bangladesh, the independence movement itself, the history behind it. As an Indian American council member, as a member of our community, I know firsthand how many sacrificed, how many struggled. And that is why to have this event today on such an auspicious day was something so important for my office and our community. Our Bangladeshi community is known the world over. From here in Jackson Heights, our voices are heard. Whether it's labor organizers like Milan Bhai Rahman, our MC for today. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Milan Bhai, for emceeing. To Ghazi Hossein from Hotel Trades Council. To our small business owners that make up our community. From Zafar Bhai himself, a freedom fighter. To Fahad Suleiman Bhai. Where's Fahad Bhai? The founder and the leader of our Jackson Heights Bangladeshi Business Association. And I remember at one of our events saying that we were going to rename 73rd Street Bangladesh Street. The businesses of the Bangladeshi Business Association showing our Bangladeshi communities advocacy every day to bring more resources to our community. To our taxi workers, who I stand beside every single day, fighting in this community where we have the largest population of taxi driver residents in New York City. That's right. Let's give them a big, big round of applause. To our media, we have Time TV here today that is live broadcasting. To invite everyone here from Time TV. To TBN 24 that is here too. To those in elected government, like our district leader, Moin Bhai Chaudhary, who's here too. To all the Bangladeshi parents whose children go to our schools right here, who when I look at them, I see myself so many years ago, who come up to me and have conversations with me about how they also never imagined. I can never forget one time during the campaign being in Elmhurst, and a father from one of the masjids just in Elmhurst coming up to me saying, you know, my son, I want him to meet you because he grew up as a Bangladeshi kid with dark skin, made fun of and ashamed of the color of his own skin. And to see now our community represented in office means so much. That brought tears to my eyes. It was like my experience growing up too with the color of my skin. And so I knew, and it's never lost on me every single day, both the way in which our Bangladeshi community has now shattered barriers in every single aspect of society, and the work that we do together to make sure that our community is finally seen for who we are, that our voices are heard, that we are learning Bangla in our schools, that we are learning about our culture, and that everyone in New York City knows the power and the presence of our Bangladeshi community. That is what today we mark as well. So to every single one of you whose shoulders I stand on, who made sacrifices, the generation of uncles, aunties, grandfathers, grandmothers, parents who sacrificed so much for someone like me and some of our children to stand here today doing the work that we do, from the bottom of my heart, Dhanyavad. Thank you all so much. Today's street naming, and I always say this, but it's especially true today, is a street naming that permanently leaves an imprint on the landscape of New York City. And I also see another great elected leader here who has paved the way, Morshad Bhai Alam, who has led the way for us, a pioneer in our community, with his wife, Saliha Ben. Thank you so much. Both of you did it together, and I'm so inspired by both of you. Today's street naming, we permanently changed the landscape of New York City. And we do so to leave the mark that our Bangladeshi community will be seen in all its power and its presence. That you can no longer walk down 73rd Street without looking up and seeing a sign to recognize the history of this block, of this community, to the Bangladeshi immigrant experience. Not just in Jackson Heights, but across Queens, across New York City, across the world. And as the chair of our Committee on Parks and Recreation, it is my job to oversee all of the street namings in New York City. And I know each one of them and how important they are to the communities they are in. But I know no more and no best one in my own neighborhood. And this was one that we said from day one we were going to do. And we stand here today with that promise kept. Thank you to all of you. This street naming will live on forever. And I remember talking with Kaushik Bhai from the Weekly Bengali about different names for the street. Do we do Little Bangladesh? Do we do something else? And we said, no, we have to do Bangladesh Street. Yeah. Because the power of this community is too ferocious. The power of this community is too large, echoes across this city for any way to be called Little Bangladesh Way, Little Bangladesh Street. This is Bangladesh Street. This is the Desh, celebrating the Bangla language, celebrating the Bangla culture, celebrating the history of Bangladesh, tracing its way all the way from the country of Bangladesh, right here to 73rd Street. This is what we recognize in Bangladesh Street. And today we have a great program as a testimony to all of those who have been a part of this effort to get to this point. And so now I'm going to bring up, we have a number of great electeds who are here today, who have stood by and fought by our community every step of the way, who have been strong allies for so long and will continue to be. Someone who has struggled so much and in her own way set history here by becoming the first dreamer ever elected to office in New York State. Someone who is a sister to me, who I can turn to in times of difficulty, in times of joy, who I know is not only by my side, but in being by my side, is also by the side of every single Bangladeshi sister and brother that is here today, that is part of our community. And so it is my pleasure to call up from our neighborhood our assembly member, Catalina Cruz.
Thank you. I'm skipping the order because I have to run to something else, but thank you, Shaker. Can we get a round of applause for our council member? Getting a street renaming is not the easiest of process. You have to do a lot of paperwork. You have to get many votes because it has to actually go through a whole process. And so I thank him for helping us recognize your power. You know, Shaker, myself, and Jessica, we would never have gotten elected if it wasn't for the Bangladeshi vote. Right? You all came out, you helped us knock on doors, you helped us make sure that we are out there fighting for the things that you care about, fighting for Bangladesh, fighting for housing, for making sure that that 7 train over there functions once in a while, for a better neighborhood for all of us. And I just want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. And if it wasn't for you, we weren't about to name the street after a country that gave you guys the strength, the culture that you get to share with us. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much, Assemblymember Cruz. Now, I also want to know, there are so many here who have been a part of this effort too. I remember Fahad Bhai, a Jackknife Bangladesh Business Association, in the very beginning too, who had said, I want to make sure Bangladesh Street is our street as well. Let's give Fahad Bhai a big round of applause. As the leader of our Bangladeshi Business Association, who I know has always said, we should have Bangladesh Street here more than anything else. There are so many in this community who brought today forward. And I thank each and every one of you who are standing here, who have made this community and this representation possible. Each of you, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Thank you, Assemblymember Cruz. And now I'll bring up our MC again, Milan Bhai.
All right. Now we're going to have one of the favorite person, friends of our community, State Senator Michael Ginares.
Dhanyavad Milan Bhai. And Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. He asked me to tell you my district. We're sitting on the line of my district right now. So everything over here is me. And it is great to be here. But this story today is a story of Queens and of New York. We are a place that welcomes people from all over the world. And when those communities plant their flag here, and when those communities establish businesses here, when those communities have their children go to school here, we recognize those communities.
It's okay.
And that is what is happening today with Bangladesh Street. That is what is happening today with Bangladesh Street. My parents are immigrants too. My parents came from Greece. And today is Bangladesh Independence Day. Yesterday was Greek Independence Day. So it's great that we're all together this weekend celebrating everybody else's independence, because that's what happens in Queens. We learn from each other. We learn from each other's religion. We learn from each other's cultures. We enjoy each other's food. The Bangladeshi food is among the best food. And we come together to celebrate together and work towards peace and neighborliness for all of us. So I want to thank Councilmember Krishnan, who does so much great work already, just his little time in the council. I told him every weekend we're at another celebration that he has organized, and none of them is more important than this one, when we celebrate the Bangladeshi community here in Queens. And let me just also wish good luck. I think there's some big cricket matches going on these days. I'm going to get in trouble with my Irish constituents, but I wish Bangladesh good luck as you're watching and eating your meal early in the morning. I know you'll be watching. So thank you all very much. Thank you, Shaker Bhai, wherever he is. He's back there somewhere still. And Milan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. Now we're going to call up our sister, not far from here, Assemblywoman Jessica Gonzalez Roja. Mi amiguita, por favor.
Thank you, hermano. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. It is wonderful to be here. This used to be my district, and it just changed during redistricting. But we're going through redistricting once again, so perhaps I'll get you all back. But either way, I am your sister in this fight. I love my Bangladeshi neighbors. I love the community that we built. People are now moving from all around the city because they say Jackson Heights is one of the most diverse districts in the world, and it is. And it's because of you all, your families that you have brought here, the businesses you had brought here, the food and cultural activities that you brought here, the houses of faith that you brought here. This is a thriving, thriving community that I've been so proud to live in, to raise my family, and to represent. So this is an incredibly special day. I want to recognize and honor all the leaders that are beside me. Let me tell you, the Bangladeshi community has built tremendous power, and that is so important to uplift. I'm a daughter of an immigrant, and I know how hard it is as an immigrant to assimilate and to feel connected to a community. But the Bangladeshi community has built their roots here and has brought their families here and have been politically engaged for decades. And there's a testament of so many that are here today, so many who are surrounding me. Thank you so much for your leadership. And I'm so, so proud to be here as we celebrate this momentous occasion of recognizing Bangladesh Street. And I think what this council member said, it's not little Bangladesh, it is Bangladesh Street. So thank you, Council Member Shekhar Krishnan, for your leadership. Ooh, and hello, Congresswoman. And again, thank you all so much for being here. It means the world. And I thank you so much for everything you've done to make this community incredible. Thank you.
All right, guess what? When you build the power, you have a friend. And the friend comes in not in a good time, all the time and every time.
You're right.
And you don't see me talking that much because I'm always behind the scenes. Let me tell you something. In 1971, when we fought freedom or fight, we had a friend in the United States called Ted Kennedy, a Democrat. And now, in this century, we have a friend in the United States Congress called Grace Mann. Not because she's a Politics Committee member, not because she was the first Asian American eastern side of the United States get elected in the Congress. No. Remember Rana Plaza in Bangladesh? When the Rana Plaza happened, there was a lot of politics happened. People tried to take it out, the garments from our country. Imagine the million women, especially women, out of work, they would do all this mess. So I will never ever forget a human being, a friend, a congresswoman, did everything her own power. Everything. Writing letter, making phone calls, lobby, everything and anything to make sure not even one garment leave from Bangladesh. And today, not only we thrive, today Bangladesh have most garments we supply than anyone in the world. We have the largest United Nations peacekeeping force. It didn't happen because of miracle. It didn't happen because of lobby. It don't work. It happened because of people like Grace, who helped us when we needed it. Brothers and sisters, I remember one day, I don't get involved, one day, Murtala Alam should not be in met Grace, and rest of the history. Okay? It is our pleasure and welcome to our community, our sister, Congresswoman, Honorable Grace Mann.
Thank you, Milan, for that incredibly kind and biased speech and introduction of me. Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak to all who are observing Ramadan. I'm Congresswoman Grace Mann, and I'm so honored to now represent parts of Jackson Heights and Woodside in Congress. And I really want to give a special shout out to our amazing and fearless and dedicated council member, Shekhar Krishnan. Let's give him a round of applause. You know that you have a hardworking council member. He reaches out to me and elected officials in the area every week, almost every day, to make sure that we are doing our best to advocate for our communities, especially our Bangladeshi American community. And it's great to be with all of you as we mark Bangladesh's Independence Day and the official opening of Bangladesh Street.
As you all know, New York City is home to the largest Bangladeshi community in America. We are honored to represent so many Bangladeshis who call Queens home and to bring their voices and dreams and concerns to Washington, D.C. And today is a really special day as we gather here to celebrate the Independence Day of Bangladesh. It is an opportunity to commemorate the struggles and sacrifices that the Bangladeshi people endured to gain their independence. Bangladesh is a proud nation with a rich cultural heritage, a vibrant economy, and a bright future. The country has made remarkable progress in various fields, including agriculture, education, healthcare, and various industries. It is a testament to the resilience and determination of the Bangladeshi people. The bond between the U.S. and Bangladesh has blossomed in recent years. Today there is strong investment in the country of Bangladesh. And 2022 marks the 50th anniversary of U.S.-Bangladesh relations. It was extremely encouraging to see multiple high-level engagements and strategic discussions take place in Washington, D.C. and Dhaka to deepen bilateral economic, commercial, and security collaboration between our two nations. And as we celebrate Independence Day, let's also remember there is still much work to be done. We must continue to strive for progress and prosperity for all the people of Bangladesh. And we have to work to address the challenges facing our society and create a better future for the next generation. But I just wanted to be here again to thank our great council member, Shekhar Krishnan, for using this opportunity to bring us all together. Today is a day of great significance, not just for Bangladesh, but for our entire world. It's a day to celebrate the triumph of the human spirit and the power of determination, and let us take inspiration from the struggle for Bangladeshi independence and continue to work towards a brighter future for everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, we need you. Now, I'm going to bring our sister. A lot of you probably don't know. She's now in New York City Council. She's a more woman than man. I don't know if you know that. So women have a power now. And the power continues to legally. Councilwoman Linda, come here, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ramadan Mubarak, thank you so much. I know this is not my district. I'm so honored to be here today with my colleague, Councilmember Shekhar Krishnan. And I have to say, for the very, very first time, we have 6 Asian Americans in the city council. That has never happened before. So myself and everyone here, first American, I know Shekhar, Shahana Hani, there's representation now that was never there before. And so one of the things I want you to know is that we have your backs, and we will continue to be a voice for the community. Before I took office last year, I was working in the AAPI community delivering services in a nonprofit organization. And there are so many people who are marginalized that need services in their language, in their culture. And so that is something we will continue to fight for on the city level. And I just want to say how amazing it is that today, for today's street naming of Bangladesh Street, it is on the significant day of Bangladesh Independence Day. So I just wanted to say congratulations. We will continue to be a voice and fight for your community. So thank you for all that you've done, especially our first generation parents, everyone that came here, sacrificed, and built the foundation for us. Thank you so much.
All right, now I'm going to put you on the spot. So Grace has done everything in our country for us, everything, but she have never, you visited Bangladesh?
One day soon.
All right, you hear that? You want to see her in Bangladesh?
Yeah.
Do you want to see her in Bangladesh? Yeah. Let me tell you, that's a special hospitality. Yeah. You might go, I don't know if you're coming back or not. So the next speaker is a friend of mine, friend of Shekhar and our community friend. First Filipino American. First Filipino American elected. Stephen Raga. You know, we've been 40 many years together.
Thank you for all community members, especially
Councilmember Shaker for bringing us together and leading this initiative. Happy to stand here with also our other colleagues in government, also to our district leaders, Roy, who's here. I just want to say thank you so much.